Good evening, everyone. Good evening, my audience. So let's start with this session. This site Shivansh from digitalshivansh.com. This session is going to be so powerful and so full of knowledge because today we have this special guest with us, the web specialist, the web tutor, and the content writer. So he's none other than Mr. Lavjot Bhardwaj, my teacher, my guru. So welcome, sir, to my session, to my channel, to my audience. Welcome.
Thanks, Shivansh, and thanks to your audience also.
So you can see as the chat is full of, aggression and full of, they are so happy to see you. So it's all welcome, 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 and welcome. So I hope I'm loud and clear enough to everyone. Am I
Yeah, you
audible?
are quite loud.
Okay. So, sir, I know a bit of your journey, but I wanted to know your journey and what came in mind to start with the blogging.
Actually, I started blogging in year 2011.
Okay.
Why I started it? Actually, I was into reading articles from different authors and bloggers, and those articles were mainly related to personal development. So I was very inspired to learn about many facts which I was unaware. So I thought, why shouldn't I? Because as a teacher, as a mentor, so I thought whatever knowledge I have gained, I must share it with my students, my fan following, my circle, so that they should also get benefited from the knowledge I gained. So then I started blogging.
Okay. So, sir, मैं आपका blogging का name जान सकता हूँ? Like, what is the name of your blogging?
See, right now, what I'm doing is my website name is ladderpython.com, and it is basically concerned with computer related tutorials, especially for students of class 10, 11, and 12. But other students or other people can also learn Python, SQL, C language from my site, my blog.
That's really great. So, sir, like blogging according to your point of view, like we have learned definitions, we have seen all around the world the specialists giving definition about blogging, but I wanted to know, मैं जानना चाहता हूँ सर कि आपके पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू से ब्लॉगिंग का मीनिंग क्या है सर.
See, as far as I know, blogging means to share something with others. For example, whatever knowledge you are having, whatever skill you are having. So, it is the way through which you can share your knowledge, your skill set with others so that others can also get benefited out of it.
Absolutely, we can, yes sir, we can showcase our skills, we can teach even with the blogging, what I think
Yeah,
also.
you are right. Yes, you are right. You are right.
uh, Here is some question from one person: the tools and tools or platform from where you can start blogging.
See, Shivansh, I have used two platforms basically. Uh, One is Blogger, which is a product of Google, and other is WordPress. So initially, when I started, it was actually Blogger I started with. So I wrote articles on Blogger, and no doubt I got traffic. But I thought I saw that the control was very less on that.
Oh,
So then somebody guided me to go for WordPress. So then I initiated one of my blog using WordPress, and WordPress is having better options, and it's very vast. You can grow your blog in the way you want.
yeah, yeah,
So,
that's.
so I think WordPress is better than Blogger.
So, sir, if I say you like you have to choose any one among WordPress or Blogger, so what will be your preference for the
See,
beginner?
if you are a beginner and if you are not having much knowledge about blogging, then I recommend you should go with Blogger only. So after spending some time on that, 1 month, 2 months, or 3 months, when you learn the basics of blogging, you can switch to WordPress after that. So and moreover, without spending any money, you can start with Blogger.
Yeah, that's the very benefit of the Blogger, sir. Even
Yeah,
I personally started with Blogger, then switched to the WordPress file.
yeah. So Blogger is a better option for beginners.
Sir, if I talk with the point of beginner or point of the person who wanted to step in the industry of blogging, do you think this is the right time for them?
See, my dear, every time is the right time. So I think if you want to be into blogging, you must start immediately without waiting much. See, as far as my knowledge or my experience is concerned, it is a general myth that a blog takes up to 3 years to stand, and I have seen it practically. So initially, for 2 to 3 years, you keep writing good content, and then results will come automatically afterwards. So
So,
you can start blogging right now, and it will definitely pay off in long run.
so you mean one must be consistent and focused if you wanted to
Yeah,
have the
one,
result from blogging, right?
yes, one must be consistent. That is the that's the most important point.
Of course, consistency is the key to success.
Yeah, consistency is the key to success. You're right.
So, some tips and tricks for the blogging, sir. Even though I know, but I wanted to hear from
See,
you to
okay.
the
See,
audience.
for blogging, first of all, you must have a domain name. That domain name, see, you can choose any domain name you want, but I think whatever domain name you are going to choose, it must be relevant. It must be linked with the niche or the topic on which you are going to start the blogging. For example, you are going to write articles uh, on technology. So the domain name should be related to technology only. That the first tip.
One
And
must
secondly, yes,
one must choose his or her niche. So,
yes. So
who
first of all,
doesn't know
your
the
niche
meaning
should be
of
there.
niche? So, niche is the topic or the subtopic you're going to choose for you and yourself to write or to expertise in that field. No
Yeah,
one can be the master in all the fields. One must
yes, yes.
have the, uh, पहचान, जैसे we can say पहचान, or we can say the X factor you must have, that you are going to be
Subject. You you can call it subject of your blog.
yeah, you can be differentiated from others as that one person is specialized in this thing.
And
Yes.
secondly, you need to have a hosting. So good hosting must be there, because ultimately if you don't have good hosting, fast hosting, so it will be difficult to rank high ultimately. Because see, ultimately why you're blogging, because you want people to read. And as far as I know, Google is the best platform for that. And to rank higher in Google, that is a very important factor. So your hosting platform must be fast, must be good, must be reliable, and moreover, SSL must be there. Your site must be secure. You must have seen website like HTTPS. So S means it's a secure website. So you must go for hostings with SSL.
So without an SSL, if someone goes, so is there any problem, sir?
See, it's not a problem, but as far as the new regulations of Google, Google will not rank your website if it is not a secure website. And moreover, you must have seen many browsers like Mozilla, even Chrome, don't let you open up the website which are not having security certificate like SSL, which are not HTTPS. So HTTPS is must.
So if anyone is planning here to start blogging or making a website, so make sure you are going to have the SSL certificate with you. I think, sir, many of domains or hosting I might be, they are giving SSL certificate for free for the, I think, a year or two. I
Yeah,
don't.
yeah. These days, most of the hosting providers are providing free SSL. So, but see, for beginners, this is very important thing to know, because there are few hosting platforms which are cheaper, but they don't provide you SSL. and then you may face problem, or you will have to spend extra money for purchasing SSL. So initially when you are going to purchase hosting for your website, so you must be aware that you must have SSL certificate. So
So,
it
sir,
must be a secure website.
I even wanted to know personally, like you started blogging in back 2011 and it's now 2021. Is there any changes in between that have been done? Like, if I talk about blogging, if I talk about WordPress, is there any major changes that we don't know about that? Like back in
See,
2011, I don't know that system was very updated, right?
see, now things have drastically changed. Internet speed has gone very high, and no doubt, because it's a field of IT, the changes are part of it. So the things have changed a lot. And see, when you are jumping into blogging, you must know basics of technology if you want to grow your channel or your website in long run.
Means in 2011, it was tough to start like this thing, like making a website.
Yeah, yeah,
But starting in blogging was a very big thing now, into back
yeah. Very big.
2011.
Yeah,
But
but
now,
now things have become a little easier now, or rather I would say, just because of technology, things have got easier. But things have updated also. So you must have updated knowledge about different tools and plugins or whatever tool you're using for making blog.
so someone asked a very good question, sir. So they wanted to know some tips and tricks for do blogging. Like any the tips and tricks we don't know because we are experienced, and even I'm also learning from you. So we wanted to know that tips and trick how we can rank our blog and how we can make a good competition, sir.
See, first of all, as I already told you, you must have a good subject, good niche, first point. Secondly, you must write good articles, and your post or article must have 1000 words. See, earlier when I started, it was said 300 to 500 words were sufficient. But now things have changed. There are multiple bloggers who are working online. So your article must be having 1000 words post or more than that. That's the first point. Uh, Secondly, you must have, if you are using WordPress, you must have two, three main plugins with you. First of all, I would suggest Updraft Plus. It's a good plugin to take backup of your website. Uh, then, other than that, you can go for some security plugin to keep your website safe from hacking and all that. Then Yoast SEO, YOAST, that's a good plugin for SEO purpose. Then creating backlinks, internal linking, external links. So all these are important things when you are going to make a blog, make a website, and all these things will surely help your blog to grow and get higher rank in Google search results in long run.
So now we are talking about the WordPress. Now, if
Yeah, yes, it's mainly about WordPress now.
see, now we are talking about the WordPress, I would like to know from you, and I wanted to hear from you, if someone wants to start his or her WordPress paid blog, he is ready to spend some $4 to $5 to start his blog. So, what are the first and foremost steps, duties, or you must tell about the WordPress to him? Like, every beginner has a problem with the domain, with the hosting, or might be some, he might be not knowing what is plugin and what is the sir is talking about plugin, what sir is talking about themes. So could you please brief us a bit about that, sir?
See, first of all, as I already told you, must have a domain name and hosting. So there are many websites which are providing it. The most common names are GoDaddy, Hostinger, then HostGator, and there are many, many other platforms. So you can choose anyone as per your choice, as per your budget, and you must start. The very first thing is that. So you must choose a plan of domain name and hosting, and mostly in the beginning for initial year, domain names are provided free of cost along with the hosting plan. So you can easily start a blog, and that is the for major thing initially. And I was talking about plugins. Plugins are additional components of WordPress which make your website better than other websites. I would rather say that. So as I already told you about Updraft for taking backup of your WordPress website,
Or Yoast
doing some
SEO
things.
for the SEO purpose.
And plugins are basically software components of the website or the WordPress.
Okay. So, sir, some major insights like in the WordPress, main functions of the WordPress, or give the good insight about the WordPress. Like if someone is starting, so he would not be getting difficulty, or he's not like that. Oh, yeah, this is something I'm not able to teach, or someone has not taught me about that. Some major insights about WordPress, some major functionality, why it is a good or why it is a differentiate from others platform, like we have Wix and many X of the, but why we always recommend WordPress.
See, WordPress is very easy. If you are aware of how to use MS Word, I would say MS Word. MS Word is one of the easiest softwares. So WordPress is just like that. So you just start. There's nothing difficult in it. Once you start, you will learn things automatically. Or you can take help of many online tutorials. Online websites are there which are providing how to make a website in WordPress. So it's not that difficult to do it. So you can just start it.
Sir, if I ask, not I am asking, there's a question. He's asking, the man is just named Swapnil is asking us, is it good to have a paid course or a free course?
See, initially you can start with a free course, but free course are generally they are just for beginning. But if you want to go into deeper parts, then you must need to have a paid course. So yes, surely you should go for a paid course
Paid
because
course.
many things will remain uncovered in free courses. But after joining a paid course, you will definitely be knowing many more things.
Yeah, after a person is there in some, some surveillance, so it becomes a responsibility of that mentor to teach each and every edge of that particular industry or particular field you are going for that.
You're right.
So, sir, you are also known as, a content marketer. You write a good content and you are very famous in your area. So, could I know some tips for my blog and for the audience how we can write a powerful power pack content? And is the content so powerful that if you have a very journal or very, sleeky website, but it can still rank if you have a good content? Is this a myth or is this a correct information I got?
See, let me give one example. Sometimes we visit some websites, we open it and simply close it because we don't find those websites attractive to read, attractive to learn. So my concern is always to create such a content which is easy to be understood by my audience, by my clients. So the very first thing is that the vocabulary, the grammar you are using, it must be to the point and must be easy to understand. Difficult words, slangs. So these may hamper the growth of your blog. So as far as my knowledge is concerned, my experience is concerned, I always try to write blogs which are easy to be understood by my audience and easy to understand, easy to read. And more of the most important thing is that the font size of your blog. The font size must be such that it should be properly readable on laptop, on computer, on tablet, as well as on your phone. So see, 12 to 14 size is good size for blog, but it again varies from blogger to blogger. Some bloggers prefer to write with 12 font size, some prefer to write with 14 font size. And while you are writing, you can use headings or heading tags also in your blog. They try to highlight your content and the major points can be covered, major points can be highlighted in the blog. So you see, when you start writing, you will understand. And the most important thing, my recommendation is that you must read articles of others before starting your own blog. And articles from very good authors, very good bloggers who are already in the market, they will surely help you to write good articles because you will understand the pattern of writing.
Sir, mainly I'm not going to, contradict someone or blame someone, but we are from the school, we have been taught that when we go move to our senior grades, our mainly language teacher says good and go good high vocabulary, use good vocabulary like words. So words like, and if I read some novel, there are very heavy words. So some people mix it with the blogging or with article writing, or if someone is, having a WordPress site and blogging. So is this good to use that heavy words in the site, or what I am not able to get that point still. We must use that heavy side, or we must keep a simple copy like a fourth grade student can also read that. According to your opinion, sir, what is your point of view in this?
It depends upon what kind of audio you are expecting. Suppose if you are writing a blog on medical sciences, then of course there will be heavy words. Surely heavy words will be used because vocabulary of medical science is different from normal vocabulary. So see, it basically depends on the audience. Very clear, I'm telling you. The audio you are targeting through your blog, through your website. So if it is an audience of that category where you want to highlight your skills, highlight your vocabulary, then it's good to go with power words and all that. But if your target is audience who can read article, understand article easily, so my recommendation is that your blog should be having simple language which can be understood by other people. So that is how you can start writing the blog.
I wanted to confirm one more thing, sir. Like, I don't know, it's a myth or it's a reality. I don't know, because I'm a very, still learning in this field. But it's said by someone like, if you wanted to publish your article in a good magazine or in a good e-book, e-magazine, you must use heavy words. Matlab, it's where is the rule like that ki a simple article could not be published in a good magazine? Is thing like something in the market?
See, publishing a article in a magazine or writing a blog, I think they are two different things. They are not same. See, if you are going to write something in a magazine, I've already told you the audience you are targeting. We always write a blog keeping in view our audience. If your audience is of that category, which can understand your power words, then it's good to write that. But if your audience is such who are unable to understand power words or that kind of language, then I think it's better to go for simple language so that that particular range of audience can understand what you're written.
That's really great. Even it's a bit clear about the idea. So the message for my lovely audience, how could you conclude this session, sir?
See, the conclusion is that if you want to start blogging, go ahead, start a new blog, start writing article. See, you must start blogging with passion, not for money. Because the mostly what people think is, okay, I'm going to start a blog and I have to earn a lot of money out of it. So this is a warning that if you are going to start with the passion, you will go in long run. If you are having some targets, then I think it will be difficult for you to uh, stick to your blogging or stick to what you are doing. So you should have passion to do. This is my perspective of things.
Especially for the beginners, if they're starting, they must not focus only every time on the financial, if this particular industry or particular thing I'm going to start, so the financial needs or the money I'm going to get back, it take time. Slowly and steadily, once we are into the field, once slowly and steadily we are working on that, so the money will automatically attract towards you.
Money will automatically come. Once you establish your blog with good content, when audience come to your website, to your blog, and the money will automatically flow.
It's not only the overnight you are publishing an article today and next morning you are getting famous. Yeah, so and so man has published an article, there's a million of views. That's not going to be really happen in the real world. So it takes time to build an audience, to build your persona. And I hope this session is going to be powerful. If anyone is having any kind of question, please do write on the chat box, so we have an industry expert with us. so we can clear over here today. Anyone? So anything, sir, you wanted to say?
All right, it was nice conversating with you, Shivansh.
I'm even
Thank you
saying,
very much.
even I'm forward to see you in the upcoming my sessions. And that it was the today's session was the beginner session who wanted to start actually. Today we haven't went to the depth and details of WordPress, of the website designing or blogging. We must have gone so deep, so they might not be able to understood. So today's session was kept for the beginners. So how you could step by step start the article, right? So I hope this session has given you lots of learning for the beginners. I'm looking forward to see sir with the advanced level of WordPress, and I hope the audience will be there with us more and more. We'll surely someday interview sir live to live, but due to Corona, be safe, be at home, and that's why there's a virtual interview with sir. It was nice talking to you, sir. Thank you so much for taking the time and coming in our session. Thank you so much, sir. And the message for all you: stay home, stay safe, and work from home as is possible. Don't go out of home if it's not necessary. Wear the masks, use the sanitizers, and that what from the today session you may leave. And bye bye, tata, take care.